I decided I'd just pop down here for a couple hours real quick today, just so I don't lose the touch and don't lose the season. Now, I have not found anything worth turning the camera on, although I've been here for about an hour. Now, I did just find something maybe that I wanted to share with you, the excitement of what it could possibly be, because I think it actually is pretty good. But enough talking. I got a nice signal right here, and I dug it, and it's just another fishing weight as usual. That's pretty much all I've been finding today, is junk like that. Now, I'm gonna have to ask you, honestly, tell me this. As I was showing you the fishing weight, did you notice anything in the background? Because as I was digging that fishing weight, I did. I think I may have found a gun. And hopefully a Civil War gun, because I'm in an area where there's a lot of Civil War fighting, so it could be a Civil War gun. Let's take a closer peek at it together. First, we'll pop that into the bag. All right, this is what I'm talking about right here. This is where I dug that sinker. And look at this thing. That looks like a gun. That's like a barrel, maybe? I don't know. I really don't know. I have not picked it up yet. Oh, no. It isn't. Oh, wow. Boy, I tell you, I thought that was a gun when I thought it was like a big old horse pistol. All right, here's the deal. Now, if you actually saw that scene, that means I found enough to make a video. So I'm going to keep moving. If I find a few things, then you'll see it. If not, the dustbin for that scene and what I'm doing today. I'm still kind of just cruising along, but I tell you, I am looking over my shoulder like crazy today, because this river seems to be full of beavers. Just look at the bank right here. You can see where they climbed up and they made a little pile of like leaves and mud. There's some tracks in there. They're kind of hard to see, but that's like a scent post. And there's another scent mound, and there's another scent mound right here. And there are a lot of beaver tracks. You can see where one's been going up on the bank right down here. I haven't even got to that yet. It's making me a little nervous, especially considering I can't see down in the water because it's too murky. But we'll keep going. I'll just keep scanning front and back for the beef. Well, looky there. We found a Civil War relic. I think that's a fired bullet. Definitely a Civil War mini ball, 58 caliber. Pretty sure it's fired by the deformation on it. Look at the front. Looks like the it's a little bit of a ramrod indentation right there on top. But yeah, so we've got a first Civil War relic. Well on the way to making a video that you might see one day. So since I found that last bullet, I probably moved a couple hundred yards, just kind of taking my time. Not really hearing much. And then I noticed against the bank here something that looked like a bullet. All right, so I take my machine and I put the loop over it. Nothing. You tell me, does that look like a Civil War bullet? I'll put you under for just a second. So much to my horror, I realized that I had not turned the machine back on after I turned it off to do the scene. So we have about 200 yards of river that we're going to have to recheck. I turned the machine on, and sure enough, there's a nice squeak right there. Hard to say how many we might have gone over since then. Just laying right there. Look at that. So you can see it's been fired, or it's mushed down in the top there. Kind of a green stuff on it. That means that's algae. That's because it's been sitting out exposed to the sun. Chances are it washed out of the bank, or fairly recently, because this has been dug before. Heck, I dug here. I've dug here before, years and years ago. But yeah, so Civil War bullet number 2. I'm gonna work my way back up and then come back down again. But as I was just saying, I was gonna go back upstream. I happened to look over here. There might be another one, maybe. So let's go look over here real quick and see something white. Could be a nut, I guess, but you don't see too many white things on the river here. Oh, look, it is. It's another freaking mini ball. Look at that. This might turn into a good day. You see, it's obviously gotten washed out of the mud. Hopefully it's a dropped one. Well, I don't really care, to be honest with you, because it's a mini ball. It's fired. You know what? I think that we might just have a video in the making. What do you say? Let's walk down here. See some raccoon tracks right there. Let's just walk down through here and see if we see any more. Do ya? See a little white thing up there, but it doesn't really look like a mini ball. It's more like a rock. What I'm going to do, let's go ahead and go down to maybe where that tree is sticking out there into the water. Use that as a marker tree. And then we'll work our way back upstream so we can see better. and look for bullets. But in the meantime, we'll just scan the bank on the way down. I have a feeling we'll find at least a few more in here. Some of these washouts maybe. Look, there's little white things out. Looks like a nice piece of quartz, maybe an Indian relic. Right there, is it? I've got a couple of things here that are possibilities. Let's see, we have this thing here that looks like it's been worked. That could be like a little scraper, maybe not though. I thought that might be something, but I'm not so sure. This is definitely a piece that's been worked, a piece of flint that's chipped off of something. I see some more white things. Let's go up there and look at those. Could be a nice point in here. Almost. Nope, that one here. Nope. All right, well, you know, the thing is, we can always look in the water as we're coming back up, but we can't really see, can we, very well? It is murky, but there's something white right there. Is that a mini ball? Look at it. Another piece of quartz. Another piece of quartz. All right, that's pretty cool, though. That's pretty cool. I'll take that. I'll put those in the bag and restart the camera. Yeah, this isn't going to be clear enough for us to see down to where my feet are today, but it will be in another week or so, probably, or less even. Just kind of looking up there to make sure there's no mini balls or belt buckles or cannonballs sticking out. All right, this is where I wanted to go. We'll stop right here and we'll back upstream, and then we'll keep going beyond here. But let's go ahead and give this a shot. What do you say? So right in there is where we turned around and started back up the river, and I just found another mini ball, and that's right where this other stuff was that I was finding. So boy, I tell you, I really wish it was a little bit more clear so you could enjoy it with me, but maybe we can get you under a little bit. That looks like it's fire too, probably. It's just, I mean, it's almost good enough to be dropped, but something's not quite right with it. All right, let's go ahead and keep on moving. So I'm pretty much back to the area where I think I turned my machine off. I didn't find much else except for I got a, this is the one jaw from an animal leg hole trap. And I got this thing which was really good signal. I don't know what it is. It's not iron. It's more like it's pewter or lead. It might be like the solder from, yeah, that's what it is. It's probably the solder from a big old can of some kind. Could easily be from the Civil War, or could be from just a few years after too, but I think that's what that is. I think that's just solder from a can. About 30 more minutes before we have to turn around, but we're going to continue searching for a while after that, so don't give up hope just yet. All right, so here's the deal. I went ahead and turned around and headed back where the boat ran. It's been an hour since I last talked to you. The river is kind of stinky, so I'm not going to put my head under. Now, I did get several signals that were probably bullets that I didn't dig because, like I said, the river stinks from sewage, and I don't want to get my head in it. Give it another few days, maybe a week, and it'll clear up. I did get these so far. Got one, it looks like a fired Williams cleaner bullet. Another fired bullet, it's probably a mini ball. Actually, that screw is probably off of my camera, and I got a fishing weight, and I think it's actually a blade. I think that's some sort of blade, but I'm not positive. So I have gotten some more targets, and I'm in an area now where it looks like it was an old farm dump, and there's a bunch of stuff. I can see all kinds of stuff on the bottom, especially right up in there. So I thought we'd just take the camera and walk through here together. I'm going to turn the metal detector off to begin with and just see what we have, and then I'll run through it with the metal detector. It's a more modern dump. Looks like 1930s, 40s or something like that, but you never know what could be in here. All right, looking at the bank here, you can see there's some sticks and stuff sticking out of the mud. So this is being eroded naturally. Lots of iron. That is, I'm not sure what that's part of. It could be stove. Oh, what's that? Looks like it could be something wood. No, that's nothing. I thought it was a little buckle down there, but it isn't. That's a piece of, looks like an old pipe of some kind, like a peace pipe, but it's actually like a piece of plumbing pipe. Through here I was seeing some more. I can see a lot of wire right here. Don't see enough to put you under yet, but it's something. What's that? I'll put you under. A little can of some sort, probably an oil can, I guess, and maybe that other piece was too, I'm not sure. A lot of tin right here, some broken bottles. Hopefully, I'm hoping I might find a bayonet or something. You never know. Tire pieces of, that's an old spring maybe from a wagon. Lots of pieces of just iron. What that thing is, probably at the bottom of like a paint can with paint in it, I suspect. Yep, that's what it was. That's a piece of it. I was probably a paint can in it right away and left the paint. I can actually smell it. It kind of smells like petroleum. What else we have in here? That's like a handle for something. But it's not a trap. That's a little D-ring. That's off of a some type of bucket or something. What's that? I'm not sure what that is. A bottle. That's a glass, a tumbler, you know, drinking glass. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put you back under and kind of work upstream with you. Let me know if you see anything that I don't pick up. And by that I mean anything good that I don't pick up. This is probably an old harness of some sort. Don't know how old that is. You know, it could be off a horse from the 1940s. Hard to say. But it's less leather. I'm going to go ahead and leave that right there. Not old enough for me to want to keep, and you know, the water will preserve it for a while longer. Let's go back under. So it looks like we're out of most of the farm jump. We're going to go ahead and tie the boat off, get the machine out, and just run over, make sure there's no belt buckles or cannonballs in there. So I can probably hear those okay. Cool little jug right here. Oh, it's not complete, and I don't know how old. I guess it's not even a jug, a little pot of some sort. Oh well, I thought we might have had something cool there. So I cleaned out a little area right in the middle there with the magnet. And you can see the kind of stuff I'm finding. There's a lot of wire, some nails. A lot of things that smell like petroleum, so this is not going to be a very old dump. Like I said, maybe 1950s. You can see there's a lot of bed springs and stuff. I did get a couple things out that I wanted to show you. I got a little hammer of some sort, I think. Pretty lightweight though. It may not be a hammer, but it kind of looks like it. And got like a snap off a harness. But again, that's probably not that old either. And just a lot of junk. You can see that's pretty modern. But I'll keep looking. If I find something good, I'll let you know. Otherwise, we'll move on out of here and try to find a slightly better spot. Well, a little further up, and there's you can see a lot of bottles and stuff up in this area too. But again, I don't think they're terribly old. This is something I want to bring home. I think that's a knee high. I don't know if they're collectible or not in this that age. But let's see. What? Broken bottles in here. This is probably a Pepsi bottle. Some little ones, maybe an Oxima. Oh, what's that? A couple of them side by side right here. Coca-Cola. Something. You know, that might be worth keeping because it's got that stencil on it. I don't know if it's called a stencil, but yeah, I'm going to keep that one. Probably, it's no older than the others, but washed off of it or rubbed off of it pretty quick. So I've been told. I don't know if that's true or not. It's a lot of metal right here. Big chunks of iron and just different things in here. Don't know if it's really worth messing around too much though. Looking up in the bank, you see some iron sticking out. It's iron. Might as well pull that bottle out of there. It's bugging me that it's just sitting there like that. I'm gonna wash my knee. There we go. I'm not sure what that is. Huh. I don't see any older ones in there, do you? Some glass. Okay, I'm actually almost back to the boat ramp, so this might be just about the end of the video. At least we did find some Civil War items. Half a dozen bullets or so. Had a fun little adventure. It wasn't very long, but I knew it couldn't be very long because we just kind of ran out of time. But if I come up on anything else, I'll let you know. If not, we'll see you on the next one. I hope. Got another nice little bullet. Unfortunately, these have all been fired, so I don't really know if I'm going to come back here again or not. At least this season. But we got a few of them, so that makes it worthwhile, I suppose.
Earth has no sympathy. She'll take the ring from your hand and bury it in the sand and keep it for eternity. Mother Earth, she's got her secrets she's promised to keep, hidden in her dirt or deep in her